Hello, 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 and welcome to the I'm Just Saying podcast. Hello, 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 and welcome to the I'm Just Saying podcast. I have a quick bonus episode I need to throw in before we dump some episodes and then continue with season 3. So, I am a person of a certain age, which will remain ageless for the purpose of this podcast and anything else, but I'm at an age now where I literally have to take my vitamins and I have to eat perfectly, not almost, but perfectly, and mostly because of the crap that I ate in the past. That's a topic for another episode. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is how skipping vitamins is so vital. I have these Bariatric Advantage, that's the name of the company, calcium citrate chewables. You can go on Amazon and purchase them. I stand behind them because when I don't take them, all hell breaks loose. I am producing a festival for my nonprofit, People Helping People, here in New Jersey, and it's a lot to do. It's a lot of moving pieces, and I have so many people helping me because you all know I have lupus, I have issues, health-wise, so I can't rip and run like I used to. But to stand up and walk to another room, I should be able to do that. However, I got up to do some artwork just to kind of clear my mind before I go diving in to do this PR so that we can get butts and seats at the theater festival. And do you know my knees literally tried to give out? And I tried to ignore it because I thought maybe it was like a little pop that had to happen and then my knees were going to act right. But no. Now, mind you, I have several routines because I'm a person, I have OCD. I know I do. I'm diagnosing myself, but I know that I do because there's certain things I don't like and I have not liked them for decades. And one of them is routine. Because when I worked in corporate, it was always get up, shower, get dressed, drop the kids to school, taking an hour to get there, hour to get to work about 8 hours, if not overtime, and then drive an hour and some change to go pick them up from school or aftercare, and then over an hour to get home because I'm in traffic. And so I just got tired of routine, and I was sometimes, even then, I tried to switch it up and take a different direction or whatever. I literally hate routine with a passion. Just as much as I hate Mondays. I hate Mondays because as soon as the weekend gets good and you start getting some things done, it's time to go back to work again. So I have things that I just hate. Like they really were a bad experience for me and rubbed me wrong. And so routine is just a thing that I hate. So when it comes to taking my vitamins, I have a couple of routines I switch up from. And one of them, I have several types of calcium citrate. I have the chewables. I have the Solary sells a capsule that has magnesium citrate. And then I forget the name of the company. I'll try to put it on the YouTube in the notes. But there's a liquid. It comes in blueberry and strawberry. And it's mixed with calcium and magnesium. And I have to do an episode on how I'm angry that no one told us the importance of magnesium. But for now, because I've had bariatric surgery, I have to take these vitamins and I have to take them in abundance because the bariatric surgery makes it so that the vitamins will not, they don't dissolve in your system as well, right? So you have to take an overage so that the amount that you need will absorb. And so those are the 3 ways that I get my calcium in, right? And so if I take a 500 milligram chewable right now, then I'm going to take 2 capsules later. That's my 1,200 milligrams or close to 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day. And then my knees act like they have some sense. And then, my bones in my body don't act all rickety or whatever. And then sometimes I'll do like a smoothie and I'll put, what do you call it? Vitamin D3 in it. And then sometimes I have these little tincture bottles that I'll squirt some other little vitamins in it or some herbs. Like if I feel like it's winter time and I want to keep a cold at bay, I start buying different herbs that, and again, we'll go over those in other episodes. But so I have different ways. So that's one way. Another way, I may just take one chewable now, one chewable later, or I'll take two calciums now, two later, or I'll take the tablespoon of the liquid that I'm talking about that comes in strawberry or blueberry, and it has magnesium and calcium, and I will get a cup of it's for the stomach, kombucha. I'll take a cup of kombucha and I will put a tablespoon of the liquid that I'm talking about with the calcium and the magnesium in it. And I'll put a tablespoon and I'll stir it real good. But usually before I put the tablespoon, I have some magnesium powder. So I'll take like a half a teaspoon and put it in there. And then, because I don't get enough from just a tablespoon, and then I'll do the tablespoon of the magnesium. And so then when I drink that, I've gotten my 500 milligrams of calcium that I need, and I got the magnesium that I need for the day, and I'm set. And also I think it has my D3, so I won't put the liquid tincture in there. So I have 3 different ways that I go about making sure I get my calcium, because again, I have OCD and I just can't bring myself to do the same thing over and over every day. It bothers me like nobody's business. I didn't take it the past 2 days. Yesterday I forgot to take it because I think I did take one chewable early in the morning, but I'm not sure. But I know I didn't take it for the rest of the day. And the day before, I think I may have made a mistake and only taken it once. But I mean, come on, you had some calcium. Why are you acting like you haven't had calcium in eons? I get up to go walk and my leg said, not today. Oh my goodness. I literally started limping. I'm waiting for this little pop to happen so that this way I can start walking normal. And it wouldn't happen. And I'm like limping. I'm like, oh, so you're saying this is how it's going down until I get the calcium in. Okay. So I come in the room. I have a knee brace that I have to wrap my knee in, because before I knew that was the deal, that I needed the calcium and the D3 or else. And because I have, by the way, I have osteoarthritis. And so, and I actually got that when I was younger, because like, you know how your mother said, put on your jacket, put on the coat, and you ignore her and you go out anyway, put on thermals under your pants. It's cold outside and you want to look cute, so you don't put them on. And then you go on outside and next thing you know, you're freezing and your knees are knocking. And then 20 something years later, 30, however many, you got osteo. So I had osteo long before I was supposed to have osteo. And I ignored it because they said I had it. And I'm looking at them like they're crazy. I'm in my 20s, early 30s, and I'm walking fine. What are you talking about? It just didn't kick in. But anyway, it's kicked in. And it's been a while since it kicked in. And so if I do not take the calcium, I have 1 day, possibly 2. If I'm blessed, I have 2. And then I will start feeling those pain. I'm talking about grab your attention pain, almost like it hemmed me up by my collar or by my jacket and pressed me against the wall and was like, are you listening to me? Like, that's how much it'll hem me up. Except it hems me down, because next thing you know, I'm bending down like, oh, what? And so that's what happened to me today. So as I came in here to get my brace, I said, you know what? It's time for me to do an episode. Like, when I experience these things, I like to share them because I want people to learn from them. That's the reason why I started the Journey to Good Health channel on YouTube. It was going to be called Health is Wealth. It has several names, but it's a journey in America, for those of you, because I believe it or not, I have people that listen from around the world. I've had some from China, from the Middle East, many from Europe, especially the UK. Hello to all of you. I appreciate it. But, in America, we are given so much food. We're guinea pigs. And, it started from way back when they started letting the folks come over on the Mayflower. And then every country, if you do something wrong, the judge will warn them and say, okay, one more time and I'm sending you to America. I think they just decided that although the earth is already a wasteland because it's not paradise, America is going to be the wasteland's wasteland. And so if you act up, we're going to send you there with the prisoners, the rapists, the crazy people, the maniacal nutcases. And then they send people here and everybody just started mixing and blending. And now it's just a country full of nutcases. But to come back to my topic, we eat horribly here and they test out on us. I'm almost sure of it, because why would you put BHT in cereal and think because you added some vegetables that's fine? It's talking about shelf life. Like, you can do better than that, I'm sure. I mean, you're supposed to be so smart, right? Like, come on, do better. And why would you put nitrate and nitrite and why? Dyes that cause asthma and aneurysms, and why? So, whatever, in this country, or in the refined sugar that's killing you, it feeds cancer. It's just, ugh. In any case, in these United States of America, of North America, we're just not treated right. And our tax dollars go out to help the people that kill us. That's even maniacal. But we have to figure out ways to maneuver this. And although there's wind drifts, and so eating organic foods probably still catches some of the chemicals that they spray on food. Again, because of wind drift, look it up. It was in Vietnam. That's how soldiers got all hurt up, because they didn't calculate the wind drift when they were dropping all the chemicals or whatever. And that's the same thing that happens when they drop the chemicals on the plants here. There's going to be wind drift, unless there's like many, many hundreds of miles between the organic farm and the other, which is not the case. They usually have a portion they designate towards organic, and then a portion that they just do, raise the food and whatever. And this is from what I've heard. I don't know this to be a fact. I haven't gone out on the farms, but I've listened to a lot of podcasts. I've read articles in the past, and so that's where this knowledge is coming from. But my point is, we eat horribly here. And so we really do need to have our vitamins and nutrients the best way that we can. And when we don't, we suffer. And that's what happened. Just 1 to 2 days of taking the calcium, and my bones, that osteo just hemmed me up like a little sucker in the street and said, how they say, where's my money? Yeah, it said, where's my calcium? And so I'm about to get a chewable because I had my breakfast, and then I'm going to go back to this painting. But yeah, I had to put on my knee brace, and then I had to come and talk to you to share with you, because I think we're pretty much all in the same boat. Like, we have to take vitamins, even if you're young. Put down the Snapples and all of those drinks with the high fructose sugar, because it's causing colon cancer. Tell your kids, tell your grandkids, tell your nieces and your nephews, your college students. If you're a professor, tell your students. If you're a teacher, tell your students. Like, stop with the sweet drinks. Make it, if you have to have it, make it be a treat, or juice. You know what I mean? But you have to cut back, because I don't think we're going to cut out for a long time. I don't think we're going to cut out all of the chemicals. I know RFK is trying to, make that department and the FDA do right by us. And I know some people dislike him because he went with Trump, and some people even before that thought he was a nutcase. I don't know. I don't care. All I care about is somebody, please stop them from allowing things to, get permission to be in our food so that we can be healthy. Like, whoever heard of someone giving permission for them to put X amount of plastic in your candy or in your food because they say, oh, the body can digest that small amount? What? Especially with how addictive sugar is. So if you put that in my licorice or whatever, my Starburst, whatever, I don't know if that's what they put in there, but I heard they're doing licorice. I don't know. But if you put that in my food and the sugar has me addicted, I'm eating it often. I'm a crackhead on candy. I'm a candy crackhead. And I'm eating it often. So it's adding up. And then when people wonder why when they touch me, I feel like Teflon. Oh, I'm a candy addict. So, okay, those are jokes. But you get what I'm saying. We have to do better with the selections that we eat. We have to do better with taking our vitamins and nutrients. And we got to start getting into the herbs. I mean, God has us. he gave us all of these great things that grew from the earth. I mean, we're not in paradise where it's all good, but we do have some vegetables and herbs and fruit that grow here that are helping with different things, like soursop. I'm guilty. I had bought the soursop leaves that I heard would help to keep cancer away, and I have not opened it to make tea because I'm afraid of how it's going to taste. Like, hello, make the tea. Okay, I'm going to do that and do a video about that. But let's just do better, all right? This is Andrea, and I just want to say stay steadfast in your journey to good health. Thanks for joining me. Hope to talk to you soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. You can either listen on my podcast. It is out wherever podcasts are available. It's also available on YouTube. And also sometimes I do, put it on my social media. But I'd like to share it because I want you to come on over to YouTube and watch it. I'm trying to get monetized and I'm not. So that's what's making my long story. Let's not go there. Journey to good health. Stay on your journey. Do right by yourself. Vitamins, nutrients, herbs. Let's eat better. Let's do better. We can't knock other people for not doing right by us if we're not doing right by ourselves. Again, this is Andrea, and I'm just saying in our journey to good health. Thanks for listening.